Hello YouTube. Right now I'm in the world where I pasted the new bulk storage and everything, but there's not just the bulk storage. I also wanted to show you the improvements I made for the box loaders. So that's the old design. The major things I wanted to fix was this right there. So we have two hoppers there that I thought I could replace, and so that's what I did. So here we have a dropper line that goes down, and this is what I'm using here for the bulk storage. But in case you want to use the box loader and just have your items go directly into a chest, this thing right there would suck, because you would need to basically have your droppers go like this into a chest, and then have an observer line that powers everything, and that would suck, obviously. So here's another design I made that has a chest access right there. And so if we break the box with this new system that I also added to both designs, they just eject the box, and with this thing there, there's no leftovers, so the box always goes into the double chest, which is good. In terms of scale, this thing is, I would count it as the same size as this, because this thing right there has the redstone block that goes down there, and so I'm counting this to the size of the machine. And this would technically be one block smaller or the same size as this if you don't count when the redstone block is going down there. So with this design there, which is also another thing that is great, is that with this redstone torch there, we're locking this hopper. So yeah, we have another hopper that is locked, and the two hoppers there, we got rid of them, which is great. In this design there, I couldn't figure out a way to power this hopper there with the dropper vader there, and so I just gave up. In the future, I'd like to take another look at all of these hoppers there. Oh, and this part there. You may think that it is bad, and I could just use a double chest, like this. So we have the old setup that uses a double chest, and we have the new setup there. But I looked at a chart on the Discord. What's it called? The Storage Tech Discord. I think it was a post by Experimentalidea, and the guy basically made a chart of all of the things that a hopper can search items in. So for example, a hopper would be more laggy if it was looking for items in a double chest rather than in a shulker box. And what really influences how much lag it produces is the size of the inventory. So like you may know, a composter is basically the less laggy thing that you can put above a hopper, because a composter has only one spot of inventory. probably more slot. So it has one slot of inventory for a bone meal, and that's it. So it's less resource intensive for the hopper to check one slot rather than, let's say, a shulker box, which has 27 slots. And then when you come to a double chest, now you're at 56 slots, which is quite a lot. And so if we take a look at the chart, you can really see that a double chest is very resource intensive compared to just having a hopper above or a dropper above. And so I did a little bit of testing, and it seems like this setup there is less laggy than this one there. Yeah, that's it. Now for the bulk storage below. This was the old design that I used, and then this was 1.7 million items capacity. It's okay, it's good enough, and probably more than what most people need, but we decided on our server that we wanted to gather like 4 million items for a quarry, which we probably won't ever have. Like, we won't ever have all of these items at the same time, but still we want to have quite a bit of capacity of storage. And so I designed this thing. It was using the layout there for hopper locking by Cubicmetre. And so this layout is pretty smart if you think only about the hopper locking. So you're alternating a barrel and a double chest. And so with these pistons right there, you'll see that all of these on power and then the power. And so that's a pretty good layout, but I decided that I wanted to tweak this because of one thing. 49 hoppers per slice. It's quite a bit. So if we compare to the new slice, the new slice has 26 hoppers per slice. And in terms of capacity, I think this one was like 4.3 million items, and this one right there is now 3.5 million items. This is basically all of the components that I added up. And yeah, if you take a look at this, you'll see that I have these gaps. You don't need these gaps, it's just for the aesthetic, I decided, because I care about aesthetics. And yeah, I think it looks good. If you build this, you'll need to know that if you have more, if you want to like build more than one slice, so if you have like two slices that are next to each other or more, you need to have a block on the side like this, on each end, or the instant wall wire will fail. I don't know why, I just noticed that it didn't work. So you need to add some blocks on the sides. Apart from that, let's see, not sure. I think that's almost all there is to it. If you want to lock these hoppers there, you can alternate between a repeater and a redstone dust there, because when you have a redstone dust, you power through this dropper there and power this hopper as well. So you lock this one, and this one. Now, because we're using double speed item filters, it's important that you do not lock these hoppers if it is receiving items. Or I feel like it was too short, but I think I've said everything I had to say. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye bye.